Hey, what's going on, collectors? Miguel here from Toy Quest 101, and on this episode we're going to be taking an early look at the Ultimate Edition Rocky Balboa, the Loan Shark Collector 1/6 scale figure from our friends over at the Stallone shop. And that episode is going to start right now. Hey, what's up, collectors? Miguel here as always, and welcome to another episode of Toy Quest 101. Now, like I mentioned before, guys, on today's episode, we are getting an early sample, an early review of the Ultimate Edition Rocky Balboa, the Loan Shark Collector figure from our friends over at the Stallone shop. Now, guys, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Toy Quest 101, and don't forget to hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any toy reviews, statue unboxings, or any celebrity guests that might pop up on our show. Now, as you know, Philadelphia is our backyard, and Sylvester Stallone is one of my favorites, especially the Rocky franchise. So this is one of my most highly anticipated pieces to come from the Stallone shop. And you know that I love everybody that works on these figures because they have some of the best around the world to give you the most accurate figures of Sylvester Stallone out there possible. Now, guys, this is the Ultimate Edition. Like I said before, it comes in 2 boxes, and on my left, you're gonna see Butkus the dog, which I'm pumped up about, and the stairs diorama, and on the right, you're gonna see the figure box, and I'm excited because it comes with 3 portraits as well, so I cannot wait to see how they look. But you're gonna see that gorgeous art from John Rivoli here in the front, which I absolutely am a huge fan of, and I cannot wait to show you guys and review it, so let's get to unboxing it. All right, guys, as you can see, Rocky Balboa is out of the box and on the table, guys, and you could judge me if you want, but I'm gonna call it right now. This is one of the best Rocky Balboa figures I have ever seen in person, guys. This is absolutely fantastic. From the moment I took it out of the box and I just put it here on the table, I'm not even posing it yet, which obviously we're gonna get to all the poses throughout the video like I always do, but this is amazing, guys. These portraits look spot on. All the accessories, all the little details details that I've seen just putting this thing together and placing it on the table. Man, I'm getting ahead of myself, guys. We're gonna talk about it in depth, obviously, but the first thing out of the box, which I was a little disappointed in, this is the only disappointment, guys, that I'm gonna call right now, is that this card came in bent, man. This was folded. Guys, as you know, this is a small postcard of the John Rivoli art box right here in form of a postcard. I use these to display with my figures because I absolutely love John Rivoli's art. He is hands down one of the best, and I absolutely love these, but it came bent. Hopefully if I frame it and stuff, it doesn't look too bent from afar, but it came bent. I don't think it was done purposely. I think it happened by mistake. But yeah, I was a little disappointed because, like I said, I'm a huge fan of John Rivoli's art. And like I said, I like to put this with the figure, but obviously we gotta pay flowers to the people who worked and collaborated on this figure. Obviously, to begin with, you got Sylvester Stallone here right at the very top. And for supervision and direction, man, without Stallone, this wouldn't be possible. I'm so happy that he started a company to do his figures and really nail the likeness of his characters. So shout out to him. Nick Cordasco, guys, if it wasn't for Nick, man, this wouldn't be possible. Our relationship with Sly Stallone Shop and our partnership was all thanks to him. So shout out to him. Obviously, he's the executive producer, and for direction, he's also involved with these figures and making this possible. So shout out to Nick. Fabio Varesi, man, the artist direction and production management. I just hung out with him at San Diego Comic-Con, one of the best guys in the world to work on these things. Obviously, you know, he has Chaotic Plastic, and he's just one of my favorite, man. Again, this team consists of people around the world, the best in the world, and Fabio's definitely one of them. We got the 3D head sculpt Indigo Gill, another guy who's really good, one of my favorites. 3D accessories design Sean Dabbs, another great person to be involved with these figures, one of the best. Master Paint Dario Barbera, another great person that I would love to meet as well. I love the fact that they're all involved in this. Again, one of the best ever in the world to do it. This team is just full of all-stars. And of course, you got the direction of the art box, and he even had some intel here for the head sculpt likeness direction, which I'm really glad that they did, is John Rivoli, the guy who made this art, who made the art box. He had some influence on the head sculpt, which I really never seen that before. I'm happy that he did because these things came out great. And of course, he's one of the best artists in the world, so why not get him involved? So shout out to all of them. But this is the first thing out of the box, is this nice postcard with John Rivoli's art, and of course everybody who collaborated to make this possible, guys. So like always, we're gonna break these down as usual in little segments. So let's start with the diorama base. All right, guys, let's start with this diorama base, guys, and I'm really excited to talk about this. I know it only came in two parts, but they did a lot of crazy details that I'm gonna point out that just had me, like, my mind was blown, guys. If you guys ever walked the streets of Philadelphia or lived in Philadelphia, this screams Philadelphia to me, guys. I'm telling you right now. Let's start with the cast iron railing, guys. If you ever lived in a place where you had cast iron railings and cement steps, you know that when it rains, that rust just goes down and makes marks all over the cement. And you're gonna see that here. You're gonna see where the rain ran and they put little rust marks going down the cement steps. I appreciated that a lot, guys. It's the little details like that that I absolutely love, man. Like I said, if you had cast iron steps or railings and the cement steps, you're gonna see that almost everywhere with the rust going down the cement steps. I thought that was a cool added touch. Now, when we get to this base, guys, I absolutely love it. It screams the streets of Philadelphia to me because you see how the pavement and the sidewalk is uneven. You're gonna see all the cracks, the weatherization, all this distress, the paint applications. You're gonna see rocks and all kinds of things. It's just a nasty sidewalk, and you're gonna see that here, and I absolutely love it. I love the fact that it's uneven. I love the fact that you see cracks in the corners and it's all broken up into smaller chunks and pieces of rocks. And you even see grass and weeds growing out of the sidewalk. I thought that was absolutely amazing. You're gonna see all the distress and the color apps. I think they did an amazing job adding these little things here and there. I know it's not a lot, I know it might sound crazy, but I absolutely love that because it just screams the streets of Philadelphia. And of course, that part from the movie, you see all that there. I absolutely love that they did that. Now that we talked about the diorama base, let's get to the accessories. All right, guys, let's check out some of the accessories. My favorite accessory out of all these amazing accessories that it comes with and all these crazy things that it comes with is that they added the turtles, guys. They added the turtles, they added Cuff and Link to this diorama. Guys, can you believe that he still owns these turtles? These turtles are still alive. I'm pretty sure they are. Somebody spot check me on this, but I know he's had it for years and years and years. The turtles stayed with him this entire time. They have the little aquarium with them, and you see some sand and stuff and rocks in there, which I thought was really cool. But man, you see both turtles here and they look absolutely amazing. Cuff and Link, guys, I'm so happy that they added these. This is really cool added touch. One of them has the mouth open, the other one doesn't. The details look really, really good, and you're gonna see that in the shell and stuff, the color apps. I mean, even underneath the turtle, it looks really, really good. They did an amazing job for this being such a small accessory. You can see all the details that are packed into this. So well done over there, guys, in the Sly Stallone shop for adding these two into this diorama. I absolutely love that. The next thing you're going to see is the notebook and the pencil. They added those accessories. Obviously, you know, he's always carrying that around, so I love that they added that, and you could accessorize this with him, these being in his hand and stuff. I love that. You got the ball here as well for you know, Butkus as well, and I thought that was really cool, right? And then of course you have some extra ball joints here just in case you need them. These are always good to have. You got 8 different pairs of hands, guys. You got some open ones here. You got some that are like pointing. Obviously, you got the closed fist, the open hands, and the ones that he has on as well. But these also have him wearing those gloves with the cutoff finger, you know, slots for the fingers to come out. Really cool. Love that back then. You know, this was very popular. And of course, this is iconic to the Rocky figure. Rocky always had this, these gloves on as well. And of course, you have the fedora here, guys. Check this out. I love that they added this because you could play around with this. Obviously, there's a head sculpt, which we're gonna talk about, that doesn't have the hat on, but he could be holding this. You know, this could be somewhere in the display too. And the fedora looks really, really good. You see all the, you know, wrinkles here. It looks like leather. They did a great job with the paint applications, that glossy black. You're gonna see like a little button here, a gold button, but it looks really good. The creases look good, even underneath and inside. They didn't skip a beat here. This is really good, well done. High quality stuff, guys. These are high quality accessories as well. Now let's get to these portraits. You have 3 lifelike hand-painted head sculpts, guys. The first one is the one that he has on the body right now. You see that he has the band-aid here from, you know, him fighting and stuff on the top of his eyebrow. And these head sculpts look really, really good. They are screaming a young Sylvester Stallone. Obviously, Rocky Balboa. This just looks really, really good. From the eyes to the eyebrows, his nose, the wrinkles on his face, the hair looks really, really good. The hat is placed very, very well. It's gonna be really hard to determine which one is my favorite portrait, but this is the first portrait here, guys. The one that's on him now, which I thought was really good. Now there's one with him without the hat, and guys, this looks really, really good too. Obviously it doesn't have the band-aid. This is more of a clean, you know, portrait here. His hair looks really, really good, guys. His eyes, his nose. They really nailed his portrait with this one. I thought the Cobra portraits look really, really good, but these are really fantastic, guys. I mean, let me know in the comments what you think about these portraits. They are spot on. I love all the different strands that they did in the sculpt for the hair. I mean, the color applications, you see, you know, the chin looks really good. You see his mouth looks good. Just this is very iconic to Sylvester Stallone, especially a young Sylvester Stallone. It just looks really, really good. Now here's another head sculpt with the band-aid and the fedora on as well. Now these two kind of look a little different. I think one has more of a serious look than the other one does, and he's kind of looking to the side, but these are very, very similar. It's kind of hard to tell, you know, what the big difference is between these two. I want to say that one, he's a little bit more serious than the other, but they look really, really identical here. But I'm glad that they gave us 3 different options to use. I'm probably gonna go with the one with the band-aid because, you know, obviously you guys know that I box and fight as well, so I love, you know, the fact that they have his little wear and tear from his battle wounds and stuff, and he's got the eyebrow covered with the band-aid just like he did in the movie. I really like these portraits, so I'm probably gonna be, you know, keeping the one with the hat on, but it looks so good, guys. All these accessories look good. Obviously on the figure, you're gonna see his leather jacket. You're gonna see the boots as well. The boots are magnetic to the base, which I absolutely love. Thank you for that. So they have that. They're brown boots, so that looks really, really good. And yeah, man, he's got the gray shirt on, the black jacket with the working pockets as well. I thought that was really, really cool. But man, the fact that he has Cuff and Link and the turtle pool, that for me did it. Aside from the three portraits, all the different hand swap outs, the notebook, the pencil, and the ball, the turtles for me did it. Thank you for adding that. Such a cool thing. But guys, let's get to another part of this review and let's talk about the dog. Let's talk about Butkus and see how he came out. All right, guys, so here we have Butkus, his dog, and they did an amazing job with this. I'm so happy that they included him with this figure. I love animals, guys, and this is really cool. Obviously, this was a dog that, you know, was very close to him as well. And this certain breed, you know, is really big and chunky, and you could see that. You could see all the muscles here and the fat right here as well on the sides. You see those wrinkles on his face that are absolutely gorgeous to that dog. And he's a big boy. He's not like a small dog. It looks really good. The sculpt looks good. The paint applications look good. It has some sort of like texture and stuff. You see his shiny coat, so I love how they added that to the paint sculpt as well. Underneath, you're gonna see all the wrinkles. Even his paws look really good. You see them fade off to white with the black nails. His tail is kind of popping up, almost like it's wagging. Now, his collar looks good as well. You're gonna see here, it's a brown leather collar with like gold straps here and gold buckles. And you can see where, you know, the collar is kind of indented into his body and his fur, where it's in more than it is for the sculpt. And I thought that was really cool too. Good paying attention to details there. You're gonna see the wrinkles around his neck, underneath his jaw. And when you get to that portrait, man, look at that face. That face is so adorable. You know, it screams this breed to me. You're gonna see, you know, the dark nose and the dark ears and the eyes as well. They're all nice and droopy. So Butkus looks really, really good, guys. I'm so happy that they included him with this figure. Again, this is the Ultimate Edition, so you get all this, guys. This is really, really amazing. All right, guys, so last but not least, we are going to talk about the Rocky Balboa figure. Let's talk about his attire first. Obviously, you got those brown boots that we talked about. They're also magnetic on the bottom, so that way he doesn't fall from the diorama. Thank you for that. You got his pants here that look really good. They're black pants. They did a good job with this. Now, obviously, it's mixed media. You can see here that this opens up as well right here if you wanted to, you know, do something with the pants. He does have back pockets as well. But the fabric that they use for the pants looks good. It almost looks like denim jeans, you know, black denim jeans. It looks really, really good. I really love that. You got that gray shirt underneath, just like he had in the movie, and that looks good. And then we get to the jacket. Now, guys, this isn't leather, but this is some sort of material that is used like on boats. I can't really remember the name of it, but this is high quality material. I know it's not leather, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, oh, it's not leather, it's gonna get messed up. This is good quality, guys. I had a conversation with Fabio about this type of quality fabrics that they use for the jackets to simulate that leather look, and this looks really good. The seams look good, the collar looks good. Obviously, you see some buttons here, some working pockets as well. They open up, the flap open ups on the side, and it just looks really, really good. The wrinkles look good. Everything, the stitching looks really spot on, and I think they did a good job. Obviously, this is a seamless body, but it looks really, really good, and I absolutely love the way he came out, and I think for the most part, everything that he's wearing looks absolutely amazing. Now, the figure has a seamless body, guys, so you're gonna see here it has a ton of articulation points, and even with the jacket, you're gonna see here that everything moves really nice, and you could go ahead and pose them how you want. from the elbow joints here to the wrist as well. His head got some good movement as well. His arms got some good movements. Even like I said with the jacket, you're not getting really any fight back from the jacket here, so you're gonna be able to pose him as you want. Now obviously this Rocky figure, you're not gonna be doing some crazy dynamic poses, but like I said, for him having this jacket on and this type of material, you could still do a lot with the posing and the articulation, and it doesn't really mess up your display options when it comes to Rocky Balboa. Again, we're not going to be doing any crazy displays with him because it just doesn't fit the character, but you do have a lot of movement here. His torso has movement as well. His legs as well, his knees come up really good. They almost go up all the way. Check that out. You have some movement here in the boots and feet as well. They turn, they go up and down. The knee joints look really good. The hip movement, the wrist. I mean, everything about this figure and the figures that they do for the most part have some really good articulation points, and they really don't get jammed up by some of the clothes that they have on. This clothes is like tight enough and loose enough for you to go ahead and pose them how you want. But guys, I absolutely love everything about this figure, guys. From the diorama to the accessories, from, you know, the mixed media that he has on, the jacket, the fedora hat, his, you know, the gloves that he has on as well, with the fingers coming out. I mean, everything about this is cool. It's a simple figure to do, right? But the likeness of Sylvester Stallone, that young Sylvester Stallone and Rocky, guys, they really nailed it. They nailed this iconic scene. They had something planned for this. They saw that scene, and this is the Rocky Balboa they wanted, and they nailed it, guys. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think of this figure, guys, overall, from the accessories to the diorama base to the portraits. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know if you guys ordered this already, guys. As always, we're gonna have a discount code for you guys in the bio of the video if you want to order this with all the different variations of this figure that you could get. Let us know in the comments what you think. I want to shout out the entire team over at the Sly Stallone shop for making this possible, especially Nick, man. This has just been amazing. I am so grateful to get this figure in. Like I said, guys, if you watched before, we did the Cobra figure. I absolutely loved it. I got to go watch the movie again, you know, brought back memories, even though it was before my time. But this right here, this is what I grew up with. This is my guy. I love Rocky Balboa. I might be being biased because I love the character so much, but man, I feel like I had to be hard on it too because I want that likeness. I want it to be, you know, a nice display option, especially from the movie, and I think that's what we got here. Overall, I think they nailed this. I think they knocked this out of the park, guys. I hope you loved this review. Let us know in the comments what you think, and we'll catch you guys on another episode of Toy Quest 101. Bye, guys.